Hello, it's Len from Talk from the Homeland. Welcome back to the channel. This video from Vietnam is worth watching.
Ow, my soap. Ow, don't sit there.
Why?
Not my soap. I'm not accept for your country people here. No. I don't welcome.
Whoa, you're kicking out my wife and kids?
We Balatang. We just welcome the human, animal, even dog and cat only.
Anything else? Anything else you want to
We
say?
just welcome human and dog and cat only.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
Am I considered a human for being Jewish? Am I considered a human?
Go.
Go.
Now, I don't know what you think, but it's clear that there's a lot of upset around the world, even places thousands of kilometers from the Middle East, about the crimes against humanity that we see every day on our video streams and that we read about. Here in the lodge, we have accepted guests from Israel, although, to be fair, we really don't want to have any young ones because we're not sure whether they've been involved with the war crimes. And of course, security is a primary issue for everybody, not just us. We don't want to see a world where people are discriminated against, but the net effect of the racism that we see from Israel is having a terrible effect on people's views of just ordinary Jews, as we saw in the video from Vietnam. So horror of horrors, even in the US, we see the vast majority of people, in fact, around the world, more than 2 out of every 3 have an unfavorable or very unfavorable view of Israel and what they're doing. In Australia, I know the youth, it's more than 8 out of 10 are really upset about Israel, don't want anything to do with it. Despite the capture of our political elite. In places like Turkey, it's almost nobody that supports Israel. Perhaps the 1% is Erdogan's elite class, because they're the ones busy sending oil and gas from Azerbaijan and other materials to support Israel. The only place in the world, it seems, that is not so worried about Israel is sub-Saharan Africa. And I guess the question there is, do they actually know what's going on, given that many of their mines, especially in the Congo and places like that, are controlled by Zionists. So for Christians, we've talked quite a bit about the racism that goes on against Armenian Christians and the Holy Lands. This gentleman, Mr. Joel Tenney, he speaks about his own experience.
How old were you when you kind of took a couple steps back and realized that, oh, you know what, this is a pro-Zionist movement and it's anti-Christian, basically?
Maybe 24. I started to notice some things about Zionism that I didn't agree with. And I'll never forget going to Jerusalem. I'm walking with an Armenian priest and I got spat on by Jewish people. At this point, I've donated thousands of dollars to Zionist organizations, to Jewish charities. I'm learning Hebrew. I've studied Judaism for years. It's after the Nagorno-Karabakh war, so I'm already not liking Israel because of their involvement in the war. I don't know if you know, but the
selling of the drones to
it's worse than that. You need drone pilots to operate those drones. The Azeris aren't sophisticated enough to operate those drones. Only the IDF can operate those drones. You would have had to have IDF soldiers on the ground operating those drones to Christians.
And we see also on an almost daily basis war crimes that extend well beyond Palestine into Lebanon and other places that have affected Christians. I mean, even as far away as New Zealand, we see that Zionists are trying to get away with doing wrongful things by trying to suggest that it would be so-called anti-Semitic to go against them. Now, a quick reminder, the Palestinian people themselves are Semitic. So don't be confused about this. This label should not be used to hide any crime. But when we look at, for example, the Talmud, the central tenets of the Jewish faith, we can see some pretty awful things going on there. Like, one can have sex with a girl under 9. We have seen for years the incidents of pedophiles fleeing to Israel. There are a lot of Zionist extremists who talk about things that are completely unacceptable in this modern age. Even worse than the situation of apartheid South Africa.
Tara, who moved here with her parents from Texas 5 years ago.
And tell me about your 2 flags.
So this is a flag of the third temple, which we want to build, hopefully here on the Temple Mount.
Many people are holding the same flag. The Third Temple movement wants to demolish Al-Aqsa, the third holiest place for Muslims, and build a Jewish temple on the site. We're quickly surrounded by demonstrators.
What are they trying to do?
They want to put stickers.
And what do the stickers say?
Kahana was right.
They idolize Meir Kahane, a far-right American rabbi who moved to Israel and was convicted of multiple acts of terror.
So what would you do to the Palestinians living here?
Here, like in the Old City, leave or we'll kill you. I think Islam is cancer, and you don't transfer cancer to another patient. That's not moral. You have to destroy cancer.
And what does destroy look like for you?
To either kill or re-educate all Muslims.
But there are Jews within the community who are standing up against this conflation between these war crimes, this racism, and the religion of Judaism. The Torah Jews, for example, speak out against this conflation. And it's very important, I think, for all Jews to, at this point, make a stand and ensure that whatever happens to Israel, it doesn't endanger the whole of Judaism. This is Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland. Thanks for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe.